What's up, everybody? Josh here from Game Hitters R Us, coming back with another pickups video. It's been a while. Ben just posted a video, so you're getting a surprise bonus episode this week of 2 episodes, one of Ben and one of me. It's been a while since I put anything up, so I have actually accumulated a bit of, I don't know, stuff that I picked up to show you guys. I wasn't feeling that great, so I called into work and I had to run some errands, so I did a little bit of game hunting while I was out. And it's a good thing I did, because I did pick up some really good stuff. But before I show you that, I will show you what I found last week. Starting off with this random thing. It's by Tyco, and it is the power plug. Supposedly it works kind of as like a turbo controller. If you don't have a turbo controller, it just kind of interrupts it. It is officially licensed by Sega for the Genesis. It's there, and it has the official seal there. I looked up a few reviews of it. Apparently it's a piece of crap. No one likes it. But it's a cool piece of memorabilia that I didn't have, and it will just be cool to have to say that I have, I guess. Next up, you guys know I kind of like plug-and-plays. I picked this one up from the recommendation of Metal Jesus Rocks. If you have not heard of Metal Jesus Rocks, definitely go check out his channel. He posts a lot of videos, compilation videos, and what's, I guess, game recommendations and hidden gem videos. So he did a series on hidden gems of the plug-and-plays, and this one was on it, and I saw it, so I grabbed it, and it is the SpongeBob SquarePants plug-and-play. I believe this was only like $4 or $5, so I figured I'd pick it up anyway, why not? And the joystick is pretty cool. That's why, most of the reason I picked it up. So yeah. Next up, I just picked up a PS2 controller. I always pick these up in case I find a PS2, and then I can just bundle everything together and sell it off. This one has something rattling around inside, but it doesn't seem to be really an issue. I'll probably open it up and grab it out and see what's in there. But the controller works fine, so that's all that really matters. Next up, I found a pretty good find. A Game Boy Advance with a worm light, a pink worm light. It works, it's fine. It also comes with the SpongeBob SquarePants game. And it is Creature from the Krusty Krab. This was only $4 at Value Village, and it came with batteries. So, hey, why not? Game Boy Advance are always cool. I did find another one of these before. This is the second one I found. I have the purple or indigo one, and I have the clear one, so that's pretty cool. Next up, what did I find? They're okay. I'm always looking for stuff that's interesting, or I don't know, rare or old, vintage, I don't know, something that I could basically don't have a whole lot of interest in myself, but I know there is a market out there, so I can just kind of sell it and offset some costs to buying other games. And I saw this sitting at Value Village in a pack with a bunch of other things for $2, and decided to take a chance on it. And I'm kind of glad I did, because it's apparently worth quite a bit of money. Not quite, but definitely a lot more than $2. And it is the Radio Shack Space Alien Tabletop game. There was like a Sudoku handheld game and a pack of cards in it as well. So I looked this up on eBay, and their completed listings are going for about like anywhere from like $30 to $50. It really depends on the condition and everything. This one's a little bit beat up, but I'm going to try to clean it up, and hopefully I can get a sale, maybe even local, and then I won't have to ship it, because shipping is a pain. If you sell on eBay, then you understand how that works. Next up, I will show you some games. These 2 games I got simply because I found something else, and that is Buzz Jr. Jungle Party and Buzz the Hollywood Quiz. Normally I wouldn't pick these up, but I was at the back of the Value Village, and I found the Buzz controllers for the PS2. So I figured I would go ahead and buy these games just so I could play them. Maybe Ben and I can try them out, or get Andrew to come play with us. Um, but yeah, I just figured it's not very often you see Buzz controllers, so I might as well get games for it as well. Doesn't hurt, right? And that was, I think these were $3, and then the games were like $4 a piece. Wasn't the greatest deal, but it works. What else did I find? Alright, next I found a GameCube game. It's Dragon Ball Z Budokai. It's complete. There we go. This game was $5.99, which is probably a bit much, but whatever, it works. Next up, I found Devil May Cry 1 for the PS2 and Devil May Cry 2 for the PS2. I think Devil May Cry, the first one is incomplete and missing the manual. Not a horrible problem, but it would be nice to get it complete, but I can try to keep my eyes out for a manual somewhere. And Devil May Cry 2 is complete with both discs. So that was definitely a cool find. Next up, I found this on Kijiji, basically the Canadian version of Craigslist, and it's not a particularly common game. It is kind of hard to find, and I also got this because it was recommended on GameSack, another great channel to go check out. If you like video games, they definitely have some crazy collections, and have a lot of great videos where they explain or they go through games that are really expensive that I guess I couldn't afford and maybe you can't afford. But yeah, definitely cool to check out. And that is Katamari Damacy on the PS2. This was on an ad for it was like a whole bunch of games, and they were all $5 each. So I picked it up. It's complete. It's a very strange game, but it should be fun to play. And yeah, this person was kind of like the same deal as the XCOM deal I did before, where they were just like, oh, I won't be home, but I'll just throw it in the mailbox and you can just throw $5 in. I was like, oh, sweet, so it worked out. And I did put $5 in. I didn't just go and grab it and take off, which would have been very easy, but I'm not like that. Next up, and that was all except for the Katamari. Everything I've shown you so far I basically found on one day. Katamari was another day. This I also picked up the same day as all the other stuff, and it is a PS2 Fat system with a controller and the cables that are over here. I just pulled it out. This is honestly one of the cleanest PS2s I've ever found. It has a few little marks on the top, but like there's no dust in it at all, so it probably was turned on and then put in a container somewhere. So that was pretty sweet. It was marked for $20, but at Value Village, but I had a Savers coupon for 30% off. So I ended up getting it for about I think it was like $15.98 or something like that. So basically $15, which is a pretty dang good deal for that. So I was pretty happy. So that was all the stuff I found that particular day. It's pretty sweet. I was happy with that. And so moving on to what I found today, I guess. First up, I found Dragon Warrior for the Game Boy. This is Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. It was on for $3.99. I figured that was a pretty good deal. It goes for about $10 or $15. So pick that up. Next up, I found Asteroids for the PS1. It is complete. There we go. I beat Super Stardust Portable on the PSP. I love those kind of space shooter games, so Asteroids is right up my alley. Next up, Risk for the PS1. Apparently this is somewhat of a hard game to find, or at least a somewhat expensive game, complete. The case is a little beat up, but the disc itself is in perfect condition. There we go. And that was, I think, $1.99, and so was Asteroid, so it's a pretty good deal. Next up, this again came on recommendation from Metal Jesus Rocks in his PS2 Hidden Gems video. I'm not sure if it was particular this game, but definitely this series, and that is Hot Wheels Beat That. Apparently these games are super fun and super addicting. The racing in them is absolutely insane, so I love that, and it'd be great for, I don't know, just messing around with, or me and Ben can play. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And now we get into some pretty cool stuff. I also found Tekken 4 today for the PS2. It is complete. It was $5.99, which is a decent deal for that. Next up, I also found another copy of Soulcalibur 2. The other copy of Soulcalibur 2 I have is for the original Xbox. Figured I might as well get this one. It was there. It was $5.99 as well, so $6. Pretty decent deal. It is complete, and it is not the greatest hits copy, which mine is like the best of greatest hits or something like that. So that one's always better to get. Next up, I got Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. This was $3 at the Goodwill, so you cannot go wrong for $3 for a Metal Gear Solid game. It is complete, excellent condition all around. I'm definitely glad I stopped in the Goodwill today. I've been having no luck there for the past like 4 or 5 times I've been there. So today was definitely a good day for that, and for the next few things I'm going to show you. After that, I also found Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater right beside it. This is my second copy of this game. My first copy is like in a Blockbuster case and no manual, nothing like that. And I think I paid like $3 for that one too. But definitely paid $3 for this one, and it is complete in the original case. So the other one will be traded off or sold or something like that. So it's pretty cool. And now some really good stuff. Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude, whatever however you pronounce that. Apparently this is a very hard game to find. So it's pretty cool. I walked up and I saw that one hanging out there. I have the PC version of this, not this particular game, but the original Leisure Suit Larry, and it's pretty ridiculous. So this one can only be worse or even more ridiculous. So either way, it's going to be fun. And probably the best find of the day, for me at least, I found for the PS1 the original Resident Evil long box. This case is in terrible condition. You can see the label is popped up there. Some kids put a sticker on the front. There's not complete. I don't know if this came with a manual, but definitely there is no manual. There's no styrofoam, and the CD is not in that great shape. You can kind of see it's a little scratched up there. But I should be able to resurface that for like under $5. So that will be worth it. But definitely a very cool find. It's not really something I would ever hope to find or ever see again. The case should be easily repairable. I can glue that down, and hopefully I can take that sticker off very, very carefully. But definitely one of the coolest finds, and this is again, another hard game to find. So I had a lot of luck today with that kind of stuff. But very excited to try to play it anyway. I tried playing it on my PC, but my PC apparently is too new to play the old one. So I'm really, really excited to try that out and play it. And lastly, but definitely not least, I found this for $8, another PS2 system. So that other PS2 controller that I found that works, just going to bundle it with this and sell it off. It's pretty sweet. It comes with all the cables. So yeah, $8, always a good deal. These sell for like easy $20 on eBay, so I can double my money or even triple it. Again, not a whole lot of use. It's pretty clean. There's very minimal dust in it, so that's always a plus. If it runs better than my current PS2, I might even switch it out. Who knows? But yeah. And then, of course, bonus game. You always open up your PS2 to see what you can find. And I found Hot Shots Golf 4 inside that PS2. It's a golf game, Hot Shots, I guess. It's no Outlaw Golf, that's for sure. But whatever, it's a free game, not complaining. So that is it. That is what I found. That's what I've been up to for the past, I guess, since I put my last video up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Throw a comment down in the comment section. I respond to every single comment that you guys put there, so be sure to leave one down there. Even let me know what you'd like to see more of, or you want to actually see me going out looking for games, which is a little tricky to do, but I can try to do that more. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on my next video.